been bad every year.
Well, I tried to give you guys a little leeway before then, but I did say we were going live. So why you guys are just running on?
I heard you too, man. But yeah,
rude.
That's what it is.
But hello, that is the Unprofessional Professional Sports Podcast for you. So, hello everybody, how you doing? In podcast, I'm BA. I got Keith Engel with me from TGI Sports Talk. I got Bo Crouch from Football with Bo Crouch and James J. Train. Martin, how are you gentlemen doing today?
Good. Yeah.
That's a very positive response. I was
right.
like,
I'm feeling very unprofessional.
There you go. Yeah. We started off that way off record there for a minute there. A lot of pauses going on.
James leaves his best stuff before the show, though. We gotta start like doing behind the scenes of this show.
He's starting to learn how to sneak it in. Let me tell you.
You can't do him like that, saying he finishes early.
Yeah.
See, I told you, Bo, it's a problem or the missing part. I don't know which, but
it's one of the one of us four. If on here, it's a whole.
Some of the jokes are premature, but I'll get some in the end.
As long as you finish, that's all that matters, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. I got mine. Hope you all get yours out there.
I hope Jack is watching now. I really do.
This is how we guarantee he's already shut it off.
I'll be getting lectured Friday morning, something big time. I'll tell you right now.
He's still cringing. That face.
Oh yeah.
I don't like when you guys start talking like that. Go to bed.
I feel like you could have stopped right after the light. You didn't need the like that. I don't like when you guys start talking.
Period.
Period.
That's probably it. Sorry, Jack.
Well, on a somber note to start the show, though. On a somber note, Ted Turner passed away today. He was the ex-Braves owner from 1976 to 96. Also was a majority stakeholder in the Hawks and now defunct Thrashers. He was born 1938. Of course, he passed away today at the age 87. And he formed TBS TNT. He practically made Atlanta. He was really all for Atlanta. He was one of those guys that made Atlanta just,
a big media hub. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at Jack already in the chat.
Jack's already here. I knew he'd be here. Today. I knew it.
Yes. Hey, Jack, what's going on, buddy?
Jack.
Good morning, Jack. Or good evening, Jack.
Yeah, our sympathies and condolences go to the Turner family.
He
was a figurehead in the Atlanta community.
In nationwide. I mean, he built a superstation, and that model was copied over and over and over again after that, and to the point where he had to sell his company for like $7 billion in the worst decision he ever made. He said, but I'd like to make a mistake where it cost, I made $7 billion. So
I know that's right.
Very influential owner and media mogul for sure. And the only owner I ever saw fall asleep during a World Series at the ballpark. So
he's too busy dreaming about all the millions that's in his billions that's in his pillow. I mean, CNN, like you mentioned, what is it, TBS, TNT, all those channels, man, everything. It was just impressive what he did. And he had a place called Ted Montana's Montana Grill. It was an awesome place where you can go there and get a bison burger. Oh,
yeah. He also was the guy for the WCW versus the WWE. Yeah,
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't watch wrestling. So
it's funny too. In a lot of ways, a lot of ways, he was a
Joe.
I don't know if I want to say predecessor, but he did original programming on TNT and TBS, one or the other, long before any of the streaming channels were here and all that. I mean, he had his own original programming. It was like soap opera-ish stuff, but he had stuff on TBS back in the early 80s. So
but he also had the movies for guys who like movies.
TMC, TMC, by the way, if we didn't mention TMC, that is a TCM. I always mix that up.
TMC,
AMC, right? Is it AMC?
So no, TMC, Turner Movie Classics.
Yeah. Turner Movie Classics. That's right. Yeah.
I love that. I love that station.
They were terrible. They were terrible movies, but they were entertaining.
Yeah,
not all of them.
Not all of them were. They had
classics on there.
Yeah, they put
which one? The classics are for guys who like movies. You mean
the guys
those?
The guys that
movies.
Oh yeah, with cheesy movies, but it still was great. Like Tango and Cash was a regular on there for sure. Different things like that. It's very good. Good movies. They were just like I said, like you said, a lot of cheese. And for that channel, it still had to be a lot of movies that were broken and like you couldn't say any curse words on there. So there's a lot of beep, beep, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Now it doesn't matter.
That was early. Yeah, it doesn't matter now. Probably if he was able to do that nowadays, we wouldn't have this problem. But yeah, we're talking about Ted Turner. Yep, we are talking about that, man. Yes. So, like I said, condolences to his family there. That's the great one. He's a great one for Atlanta. I'm telling you, he really put Atlanta more on the map than they already were. So that was a good thing for them.
Captain America's Cup winning a couple of times too, I believe. The yacht racing. He was the winning Captain Courageous. They call him.
And he was manager for one game of the for the Braves.
That's very true.
Lost.
The commissioner said he could not manage. He was going to do it himself.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, he said. I think he set the manager. He set the manager off to do scouting.
Yeah,
that's what he did. The actual manager. So
that's fine.
All right. From the the past owner of baseball's Braves, we're going to the current baseball mecca as it is. Hey, did anybody catch the Red Sox Tigers game last?
No.
Everybody's watching the playoffs, buddy.
Playoffs. But Tigers Framber Valdez has gotten a 6-game suspension from intentionally beating Trevor Story after giving up back-to-back home runs. I saw that play.
He did
intentionally do it. Yes, he did. He intentionally did it. There was no doubt. I don't care what he says and what language he said it in. He intentionally did it. So,
he would have had a better chance dodging that ball if he would have just scooted forward a little bit, because his turn let him get beamed right in the center of the back. So,
very old school. I like
it. That sounds like
I'm okay.
Another person we know that watches only playoff baseball. Anyway, So
one thing, let me respond to Yinzer about the mistake with WCW. He's incorrect about it. WCW at its height rivaled WWF and WWE. They were actually, especially when they had NWO, they were up there. That was not a mistake, man. It was a big deal.
As a non-wrestling fan, you knew who WCW was. So, I mean,
absolutely.
They did their
job. Especially when Hogan and everybody made the switch and they came there, and like I said, NWO was a big deal.
Yeah, Joe, we're well aware of that. We're all aware of that. I'm trying. We'll get to that kind of news in a minute, but
he's
just to finish with the rest of this one.
He's an Astros fan, so you know that hurt him right.
I've been keeping up with the Astros too. But anyway, so he got 6-game suspension. AJ Hinch got a 1-game suspension. I don't know what that was for, but AJ Hinch came out against him too. Well, not against him, but it's like, dude, what are you doing? Why did you throw intentionally at the dude? You know what I kind of don't understand about AJ Hinch. He'll pull a pitcher in the 6th inning, and they could be throwing strikes and just getting everybody out. But this dude gave up 10 runs in 4 innings. Come on. Anyway, so now that
problems there in Detroit,
Valdez is out for 6 games. guess what? They also don't have Skubal, Mize, or Verlander in a rotation. So they're kind of screwed in starting pitching right now.
Well, even if they fall out of the race, Brian, they're screwed because they have no way to trade Skubal now. Nobody's going to trade for him mid-season this year before he becomes a free agent. So they're kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm. It would be nice if there was a little bit of a stagger there. I agree with you.
On the wrestling. Nice.
To be fair, the way that both playoffs have been going, like every other game's been a blowout. So you can like watch some hockey and you're like, okay, this one's blowout. I'm going to watch this basketball game, and then vice versa. Right. Cause I mean, so far in this round, it's either been a last second shot or, like a last second run, or it was over after the first quarter. Like there's been no middle ground.
Yeah. Especially if you watch like teams like OKC or, the New York Knicks, because right now that's going to be a joke series to me. I think they're going to sweep the 76ers. I just don't see anything happening with the 76ers right now, but we'll get to that one as well. Just to let on an injury note for the MLB, the Astros, Carlos Correa, sorry, Joe, to undergo season-ending ankle surgery. So that's a big blow to their lineup. But so just the hits keep rolling.
The Astros are bad.
They are. I mean, the West is a little bit questionable as a whole. I mean, the A's are leading, so you already know that this is just bizarro year, and yeah.
Condolences to you, Joe. I understand. Now we're going to get to the NBA. Of course, we had two games last night. We had the Pistons versus Cleveland, and we had the OKC versus the Lakers. Both of them turned out to be a 10-point or more victory for both teams. Pistons winning 111-101, and the Thunder winning 108-90 over the Lakers.
So that
anybody
Pistons
have you? Yeah,
that Pistons one it wasn't as bad as that score looks. So
if
you go to a minute and a half before the end of the game, it was like a 3-point game.
Yep,
right?
76 to 70. It was actually a 2-point game. It was 76-74 at one point.
So, I mean, like that was a last-minute run. So, yeah, the stat sheet at the end looks like it wasn't close. But, I mean, it was right there. Cleveland couldn't get a couple of things to land, including an easy layup. They just couldn't get it to fall in. Sometimes it's not your night. But, I mean, that was a real game up until the last minute and a half. The other one,
I think
so much.
This series, I think, is going to go probably the full length as well. I think both these teams are pretty equally matched up. I think the Pistons have a better offensive set against this defense, though. I don't think, against Orlando had them bottled up. They had, especially when Wagner was there. So this is they really got Cleveland's defense is good, but they're not better than Detroit's defense.
Yeah.
Detroit's offense is not that great, but Cleveland's offense is really good. So it's going to be a battle of attrition, basically, this whole series. So whoever wins, I think home games are going to be won by the home team, and it's just going to go down after that until Game 7. That's how I'm looking at it.
I think James Harden is going to be the anchor that brings down the Cavaliers. He still cannot get untracked at all. And this, again, they got a great game two out of Allen, or great Game 7, I should say, out of Allen against the Raptors.
But he had a terrible game. This one, he had a terrible game.
Jack, another case of these guys making me look bad. Jack and I talk him up like crazy on Monday morning, and he craps the bed.
A stinker. You don't even get a rebounds out of him. He got 2 points and maybe 3 rebounds. That's a pretty crappy game.
Who's that? Jared Allen?
Yeah.
I told y'all that.
Yeah, you did.
I told Jack that.
You said one.
I told he wasn't that good. One game.
No, he is pretty good. He's pretty good. He's just he had a bad game.
He's not elite like Jack was making him to be.
No, he's a good.
Jack, you got.
He's a very good player. He's not elite. No,
he's still a good team. Very good.
But there's I mean, like Bo said, and this game was close. I think it can go either way. It's probably going to go 6 or 7 in this series here. I don't know. I agree with Keith. I just think that James Harden, he's his own worst enemy. and it's always in the playoffs. There's two players in both games that were last night. I'm going to bring this point up about is, and when you play in regular season, these guys are pretty dominant. They can give you 25, 7-7, you know, but when they get to the playoffs, they're nowhere to be found. They seem to just fall off a ledge or something, you know, break an ankle, Achilles heel or something like that. I mean, but it's detrimental. I mean, because like I said, both Evan Mobley and Jared Allen are two bigs, man. I mean, like, I don't know. I think, like I said, this game's going to be close. It's just going to be a matter of wills between I think Donovan Mitchell and Cade Cunningham are going to be the guys that make the difference in the game.
I would, if I'm on the Cade Cunningham side of that, I like my chances a lot then, because he's going to carry that team in a lot more ways than Donovan Mitchell is going to carry the Cavs.
I think so. Yes, I agree.
What guy are you talking about, Scott? You asking Keith who you know that guy?
Do I know that guy? Maybe he's talking about Jack. He might be talking about Jack.
I would assume, yeah. That's the way I read it.
That guy is hilarious.
Don't call Jack that.
Okay. It's that guy.
And to answer Scott's other question, there is Detroit a bad matchup for the Cavs? Yeah. Detroit has better defense for sure. And because Harden is who he is in the world, you know, it's postseason play. So he's going to come up small. And then you have a defense that's no joke. Yeah, no, it's going to be a problem. Detroit will actually give problems to the Sixers if they make it through. Detroit's defense would be a bad matchup for the 76ers also. I don't think the Sixers are going to be as bad as you're making them sound, like they're going to get swept. I think they lose for sure, which is funny because I always expect the Knicks to nick it up and like find a way to fail. But
me too.
They sure look like they want to win at the moment. That being said, I do think that the Sixers are going to win a couple of these. I think they're going to look a lot better. They play tomorrow night.
They play tonight
or tonight. So I imagine they're going to look a lot better because you got to remember they went 7 with Boston and then they had 1 day off to start this series, right? So they're coming in a little bit. Think of how many times you watch sports teams off of an emotional win have a huge letdown the next time through, right? Mm-hmm. So this is game 1 for them. The Knicks got a little bit of rest coming into it. So they were ready to rock. They're coming off of a shorter rest, off a big emotional win. That doesn't generally bode well for being great. Now they shouldn't have been like 40 points terrible, but you know,
that's my point.
So, but I would imagine a much better game.
It's not going to be 40. I'm going to say this. It's not going to be 40 points terrible anymore. No one shoots 63% from field goal and 51% from 3-point every game. It's just not going to happen.
Not a chance.
That's a bit of an anomaly there. But they're not going to have Embiid, but that might go in the factor of. I mean, it might lean towards the side of Philly because they can move faster. They can run and gun. They can play a lot faster. Yeah. So I just think that, you know, I'm not saying that the Knicks aren't going to win this series. I just think they will. Yeah. And Maxey, don't get me wrong. Let's not discredit the defense of the Knicks as well. I mean, you got to give them credit. They kicked their butts that night.
The Knicks offensive surge has been fueled by that defense, to your point, James.
Yes. Right.
Yep.
Definitely.
As much as I don't like the Knicks, the point is that they're playing really good basketball at this moment.
The problem in spring is usually playing baseball this time of year. That's the reason.
New York teams, just do that to me. Anyway,
to be fair, they probably would be playing better baseball than the Mets. So
at least one of the baseball teams, yeah. But the Knicks are playing at the top of their game right now. I don't. They're not going to. You're right. They're not going to keep shooting at this crazy rate that they're shooting right now. And
they will. By the way, if the 76ers don't defend the paint, they'll shoot 63% every night because there were so many uncontested baskets the other night. It was ridiculous. That was like Ole defense.
Okay.
Scott might have bet that. What can we get on DraftKings for that, Scott?
Right.
$1 million to 1.
And speaking of that, Joel Embiid is, of course, out for game 2 due to multiple injuries, basically to his hip and an ankle sprain. So we'll see how that goes for Game 3.
No
what are your
surprise.
thoughts on the Thunder and the Lakers?
Lakers.
I knew this game was. Every time I turned to look at this score, because I was watching like the beginning of the I was watching the Pistons and the Cavaliers, but I was watching the score between the Thunder and the Lakers, and I was like, every time I checked the score, the Thunder kept going up a point, then another point, then another point. It's like 9, 10-point lead, 11-point lead, and then of course Lakers did a little spurt there, and then they kind of just kept going after that point. So.
Right.
At this point,
It was a little one. It was just a
little spurt.
Trillion. Listen, at this point, LeBron's not going to play any better than he played last night. He played great, and the Lakers still don't come close to winning the game.
Yeah.
So, and Austin, Reeves shot like 3 for whatever.
He gave a Stone Cold Steve Austin stat line. It was Austin 316. He shot 3 for 16.
Yeah.
So, this is the other person I was talking about. We mentioned James Harden for the Cavaliers, and now we're going to mention Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's not Stone Cold. He's just cold when he's just cold Austin.
He's Stone Cold.
He's cold when he's shooting. When he's in the playoffs, when he's in a regular season, they're giving him those ticky-tack fouls. They're not calling those ticky-tack fouls here. And so he gets scared, and he, again, 3 for 16, and he was 1 for, I think, 7 or 1 for 8 in his 3-point stat line. Mm-hmm. It's just terrible, man. And so if you're going to come back and play from an injury, you can't blame the injury because everybody's hurt. So you gotta come out and just ball, man. That's what LeBron was missing. That's what the Lakers was missing. Because when I watched the game, I saw Rui Hachimura was a definite shooter. He was giving them 18 points. And also you're looking at defensively. What's the guy's name? I can't think. Who's their best defender in L.A.? What's the guy's name from Boston? Yeah, Smart. I'm dumb. I can't think of Smart. Yes. I love that. So yes, definitely. He gave them a great defense, man. And like you said, LeBron gave 27 and 7, and he's great. You just need the guys to be there, and we don't have, of course. They didn't have Luka Doncic, and of course, the other team didn't have one of their best players in the game. So it's just, and you got to give credit to Chet Holmgren. DeAndre Ayton, he outplayed him. He gave him 24 and 12. He shoot from 2 for 2 for the 3-point line as a 7-footer. It's going to be tough. And you double team their best player. He still gave you 18, and that's not his best game. So if you're going to start going out to put defense on Chet Holmgren, and he's getting rebounds. What was he? DeAndre Ayton. He was 5 of 12. He had 10 points and 12 rebounds. He didn't really give you a game where it mattered. This is a former number 1 overall draft pick, and he's on his 3rd or 4th team. He's just not. It's not worth it. And so again, this might be a gentleman's sweep. I think they might win one game, but it may be Aiden is soft, man. They may get swept in this one.
Brought to you by Charmin.
Yes. Or Cottonelle too.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's even worse. Yes.
I thought the Lakers might find a way to win one game, and this would have been the game probably. So
exactly.
If they were going to win,
exactly.
This, you said SGA's not, didn't have his best game. LeBron had his best game. I can't see them getting it better than this.
No.
Well, I was kind of looking at their season series too, and there was only one game that was really close, and it was 119 to 110. And Oklahoma's won all 4 of those games, and they blew them out the 3 other times. So I just don't see. And they had Luka in those games, and then one of the games, the one they won, 119 to 110, they didn't have SGA. So that tells you a whole bunch. Oklahoma is they got the number 1 defense in the league. So that says everything right there.
They're the defending champs, and they brought everyone back.
Yeah,
every
game plus.
Honestly, that's
19.
probably kind of accurate.
Close. Yeah, kind of. Oh, by the way, 6 more days until the NBA draft. The Clippers and the Pacers are already trading barbs about the whole situation, which I find is hilarious. I guess you got to have some kind of popularity contest in that.
Is it the draft? It's the draft lottery, right? Not the draft.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, the draft lottery. Yeah.
And of course, NHL's just happened yesterday. But there is another game that happened that the Spurs, right? They come up short on a last second missed shot. It was a clean look, like it was actually a great set play. It just didn't go in. At the same time, that lets you know that the Spurs realistically win this, even though they lost that game, because you're looking at Wemby, who has not shot particularly well after bouncing his head off the floor. He ended up with more blocks than points. But I mean, if he makes one more shot throughout the game, they win, right? So there's no way that his shooting is just going to remain horrible. So the Spurs, it's going to be the Spurs and OKC in that championship game.
Yeah, I think this is a something that people have been saying a lot too. If they lose, he'll go back to Cleveland. I don't know. I think
it'd be a great way to round out his career. I really do. Whether it happens or not is certainly up for debate, but I think it'd be a great way to come full circle.
I mean, he's going to be, he's coming back one more year, right? Because he's going to absolutely force the farewell tour, even though he's like, I'm not doing that. It's like, you're making the NBA give you patches for everything you do. Like, you're going to do a farewell tour. Like, calm down. Like, I don't want the press, but look at me.
How you guys
respond to that guy's comment about Wemby having 12 blocks?
Yeah, 12
that
blocks.
was incredible. Yeah, he had a triple-double because of that. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
No. His defense.
He's a human cheat code. Dude's a human cheat code.
When he's healthy.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
It helps when you're 12 feet tall. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And you're growing 3 inches a year. Right, exactly.
When you're standing next to guys that are 6'9" and you're like, sup, buddy? Like,
hey. So what do you guys see this series going, though? The Timberwolves and the Spurs. I was kind of surprised they lost this first game.
I still like the Spurs. I still, it might go 7, but I think I like the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm expecting San Antonio to bounce back, and they're probably going to win this game handily. I don't know what the true status is of Anthony Edwards, but he did look good in that game. He came off the bench. But just going off Anthony Edwards' history, he's another guy in the playoffs. You hadn't really seen – I think I hadn't seen the most maximum effort out of him in the playoffs. Let's just put it that way. The talent is there. The drive and determination that, because again, Jack like to say, "Oh, James, they hadn't compared." I hope he's watching still. Nobody's compared him to Jordan. Stephen A. Some of the greatest people have compared him to Jordan. I mean, but I just hadn't seen that Jordan. I've seen glimpses here and there. I just hadn't seen that. I'm going to take over a game and dominate you no matter what you do. You can't stop me. I just hadn't seen that yet, and I'd love to see that.
I think they were closer to this is the next Jordan when Derrick Rose was around, because they did a lot of comparisons then too. He just got hurt
pre-injury, right?
Yeah. No, he was electric pre-injury. Anthony Edwards, I think what was telling about the game last night is you could see certain motions hurt him. Right? Like you could see him grimace and move a little bit weird on certain motions. So that makes it look like you're probably not going to be 100% through this series. That just doesn't like, oh, all of a sudden I'm better. Right. Especially if he's the guy that's out there trying to make this thing happen. Right. Because he was putting out good effort for sure in this game.
Yeah. He gave him 18 points on 25 minutes. So, I mean, I know they're managing his time. And he came off the bench. But so I like him. I like him as a player. I agree with you, although I just don't think Minnesota has enough depth to take this team on. There's just way too many bigs and too much. They have a great bench and too many big guards that can actually play both ends of the court. They can play great defense. We talk about Castle, Vassell, Fox, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper. It's just a really good team, and I think they're coming at the right time. Too many good drafts that have happened in trades that have happened over the last couple of years. And of course, like you said, the human cheat code with Wemby. As long as he keeps his head off the floor, I think it's going to be a great series between them and OKC.
The shooting.
Go ahead,
the
Bo.
shooting. The shooting just has to get a lot better for him. Like if he's going to continue shooting the way that he is, they're going to have a hard time getting past Minnesota. If his shooting gets back to where it was prior to his concussion, I think they'll be fine.
I was just going to add, speaking of his head on the floor, I'll be unprofessional for a second and go to Jar Jar's comment about France shooting up their athletes with steroids. If Wemby was using steroids, if his head was as big as Barry Bonds' head, he wouldn't even be able to stand up. He'd be
I don't know where it's showing that he's using steroids. Because again,
I mean,
he's got to be like 200 pounds soaking wet.
At that height. A human bobblehead.
If he's gonna get Bond's head, he better hope for McGuire's arms.
He better go out home. Bob Lanier's feet.
Yeah, Wemby is he's a cheat code. But even I would say, Bo, just to counter what you're saying, I would say even if he's not shooting, I think that what he made up for, like I said, 12 blocks. That's still incredible. It's just it's just you still held a team to 104 points.
So
I agree defensively.
I agree if he wasn't taking the shots, right?
Yeah.
But because he was missing at such a clip, like if someone else was taking those shots and you were getting production out of those, then yeah, agreed. But because his defense has been elite, right? But if you're going out there and you're just not hitting anything, and I understand to get through, you got to keep shooting. I understand that. But at the same time, if he hits one, or say he doesn't take 5 of those shots and someone else does, and they hit half of them, maybe, right? They're layups. Again, you win that game. So obviously this is all, after the
maybe
fact.
he's like Rocky when he sees Ivan Drago. He said there's 3 of them. Hit the one in the middle. He needs to shoot the rim. He needs to shoot the ball in the middle.
Yes.
What's the Rudy Gobert factor here? Again, another elite center shut down, at least for one game. So maybe, again, I've already done a mea culpa on my writing Rudy Gobert for the last however many.
We may have to, because, again, let's not discredit that this. I mean, he was the running joke for the past couple of years since he went to Minnesota. But prior to that, he was 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. So, I mean, you got to give him a little bit of credit. I mean, I think that he's rejuvenated. Somebody start to lit a fire in his ass. I mean, he's playing well.
Yeah. Maybe he's watching my shows. I've been bashing him so hard. I've had to apologize. I don't apologize to anybody.
I mean, I don't know if he needs HGH there, Darth. I think he could just have a burger. He'd be all right.
Right.
We're talking about Wemby?
Yeah.
We show up in it like right away.
I mean, he's got 2 feet on me. I think we weigh the same.
He'd be like an anaconda swallowing a cow or something. We see that hamburger going down him.
Maybe you should call him the human stilts, because that dude is really thin. It's he's a stick figure.
He is really thin, yeah.
He's a stick figure, yeah. But he's a cheat code stick figure.
You don't see him bodying anyone out. That's for sure.
No. When he falls to the floor, it's like watching a stack of Jenga.
I like
it's
that.
It's so awkward when he falls. It's just
it is.
I like that one.
It actually looks like he's going to get hurt every time he goes to the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he doesn't look like Jenga. He looks more like, what's the thing with the little sticks that you throw on the ground? I forgot. You picked them up. I forgot, what was it called?
They were just pickup sticks, if I remember right.
Yeah.
I think it was pickup sticks. Yeah, that's kind of more so what he looks like. Yeah, just more pickup sticks.
Twigs.
Look, they go fall on the floor and just break into a million pieces. Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah, let's put them back together.
Right. All right. So on from the NBA to the NHL. Let me tell you something. I don't know about you guys, but I think Carolina and Colorado right now are just at the top of their game. I've never seen dominance like this in a while in the NHL. These guys are just you know what? I'm putting everybody to sleep. We're going to the Stanley Cup. Don't even, if you want to play us, that's fine, but we're going to eliminate you anyway. So they're just stepping stones. And Philadelphia just got bad news because they lost center Noah Cates is out for the rest of the Flyers Hurricane series, and they're already down 2-0. So, and he's one of their best centers. So,
to be fair,
doesn't look good for him.
They have overachieved to get to this point. So, true. I mean, them losing in this round isn't a horrible look for them. That's a team that's kind of ahead of schedule. It's real young. Honestly, I didn't think they were going to get past the Penguins. So yeah, they come in. They were in no danger of winning the cup this year anyway. So for them to come in, win a series, and get experience, like that's going to be good for them next season because they do have a young squad. Most of them will be coming back. But yeah, I mean, Carolina is a next level team. Like they're ready to win. I don't know if anybody's taken the Avalanche down though. No. And they took out the Wild last night, 5-2. Yeah. I'm not seeing anybody beating the Avalanche either. I think it's going to be 11 goals they put up 11 goals in the last 2 games.
I feel like we've been here before with Carolina, though. I feel, and they don't show up sometimes as the better team. And the further you get into the playoffs, they've had really good teams and underachieved this time of year. So again, I think that you got to wait till they win.
Leave Bags alone.
Yep.
He's probably at the indoor soccer game today or whatever, MLS.
Yeah, so tonight's we get to watch. I'm really looking forward to this series as well. The Canadians versus the Sabres. I like both teams. It's the only Canadian team left in the playoffs. So I want to see Montreal do well, but at the same time, there's the Sabres. Sabres haven't been doing too much in the last, decade, 2 decades,
years, probably
3 decades.
Yeah,
right. So,
I was gonna say like a couple of decades.
Yeah, a couple of decades. Yeah, and then we have the Ducks playing the Golden Knights. Golden Knights are 1-0 on the Ducks right now. I feel this is a series that's kind of getting lost in all the playoffs right now. It's like everybody else's series has got some kind of Colorado strength, Carolina strength. And then you got Montreal and Boston playing. It's like these 2 teams right here. It's like kind of people are forgetting about this series. But people got to watch this series too, because the Golden Knights are pretty good, and so are the Ducks.
Yeah, the Knights will get this just on experience.
Mm-hmm.
This team's been together. They've won a lot of hockey. Anaheim is coming together, right? Like it's another one of those younger teams.
Yeah.
What's Tortorella been there? Like 8 games? Did he come? 8 games left on the season when he took over the Golden Knights. Am I right there?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it was like 8 games left when they fired their coach.
Oh yeah. I think you're right about that. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yep.
Who has instant success when he goes places, and now maybe it'll carry through the playoffs. Who knows? So
it's possible.
He doesn't have time to get under anybody's skin in, just 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say calm down on that one. Right.
I mean, I'm with you. I think they will get to the Stanley Cup, but I don't know about Colorado. It's pretty tough. They are a tough team.
Yeah,
I don't like the Avalanche either. But anyway, that's besides the point.
This is Colorado's to lose the way they've been playing.
Yeah, exactly. And I've never seen that kind of a dominance in a while from a hockey team.
And all year.
So
it's not like they turned it on late. They've done this all season.
I mean, they only lost 16 games this year. They won the President's Trophy. I mean, I've seen teams do that before, Red Wings.
Well, and usually that's a kiss of death, usually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like usually you win that, you're like, well, we had a good run. Like,
what did the Bruins do last year? Didn't they win the President's Cup last year?
Usually if you win the President's Cup, you don't win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. But I think Colorado's about to flip that on its head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could tell you from being a Red Wings fan that, winning the President's Cup isn't everything it's shaped out to be.
I'll be a Buffalo fan for the next month.
There you go.
Yeah.
Buffalo, you have a fan.
Lindy Ruff's done a great job up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that team's looked good.
And if they lose to Montreal, then I root for Montreal. How can Canada not have a Stanley Cup champion in 34 years? How's that even possible? It's their game.
And you kind of want from Montreal because was they the second in NHL with the most Stanley Cups. So
again, hockey's just better when the Canadians are good. Yeah. Every sport has those teams.
The U.S. has won the Grey Cup more recently than the Stanley Cup. And Baltimore hasn't had a team in the CFL in like 30 years.
Well, good luck to both of those teams.
I don't remember that, Bo. That's a good piece of trivia.
It's also sad if you are a fan of Canadian hockey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know
Toronto
CFL team here in the States.
I mean, it's sad that Toronto still leads the NHL and Stanley Cups, but they haven't seemed to be able to get one in this decade or in this century. Really, almost there, and then the rug gets yanked from underneath them. I don't know what's going on with them, but whatever. Good luck to both the Canadians and the Sabres tonight. Now moving on to the NFL. Hey, you know those refs that we can't stand? They're on the verge of a CBA deal.
You'll love them when they're gone. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You'll wish they were around. We've been through this before.
It was not that enjoyable.
Didn't go well. No.
They're not close yet? They're not close to a deal?
They are close. They're on the verge of a CBA deal.
Okay, good. That's what I thought you just said, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're on a verge of it. So hopefully they come back in time for the regular season to start. That'll be good, even though they still suck. But anyway,
it's way better.
Better.
You would.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
The alternative was so rough. I mean,
the NFL
I got to watch
gets
the end of the last one here in Seattle, but the replacements have been horrendous through history. So I hope they get this done.
Well, let's just say I still remember 2018. If you were a New Orleans Saints fan, you definitely remember that no call.
Yeah.
Hit.
Oh, yeah.
That changed the trajectory of us not going to a Super Bowl to face the New England Patriots.
Yep.
But
you would have lost.
Vindication was done. So. You think that, sir? You think that? You think that, sir? Yeah.
Just say it.
Drew Brees is undefeated in the Super Bowl, so let's just give him that.
1-0 is a little different than having 7.
It sure is. Yes, you're right. But you faced the worst team. I think you faced the worst team of that game.
I think Brees can look at that and be like, anything Eli can do, I can do better.
Yeah. Yep.
Eli who?
Yeah, don't say Eli in the presence of Keith.
I have no idea what he's even talking about.
And Drew Brees beat the better brother. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's some additions that have.
Do you prefer Chad Powers? Is that the?
Chad Powers. Yeah.
Yes, let's call him Chad Powers from now on. I can live with that.
Chad Powers.
Is that actually a good show? No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the show where the guy's like hiding his face on him.
That's Chad Powers. Yeah,
is that good?
Great. So that show was
funny.
I thought it was great.
That show was modeled after something Eli did.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
The undercover boss thing he did,
Right.
I haven't seen the show though, but.
In fact, I think Eli even didn't he have a thing where he was Chad Powers and he was coming back and he called himself Chad Powers. Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, no, I mean that the whole show was based on him doing that before.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. He walked on a college campus or something in disguise, right? Yeah.
Yeah, a smaller college campus and lit it up. Well, they still Division I, but I think they were just like not a really good team. There are some additions in the NFL this week too. The Giants add DJ Reader. Good luck with that. The Giants sign Edge Fowler, and the Packers sign Tyrod Taylor as their backup quarterback. So those are the 3 additions that were recent. So, like I said, good luck with DJ Reader. You probably got him in his end of his career. whatever. You're gonna pay him that much money to do that? Well, fine, whatever. Of course, we just talked about Diggs not found guilty of assault, so he's cleared to play.
So
Chargers 12.
Where do you think he
right
goes? Like what team wants a head case on a 1 year?
He won't be a head case in year one. That's the thing. He's not going to be. He'll be a good addition. He was a good addition with the Patriots this year until the playoffs came. He was a model citizen, except for, maybe whatever's going on with his chef out. But
Kansas City.
I mean,
how about Kansas City?
Casey could use him.
I think Kansas City would be a great landing spot for Diggs.
Yep.
Or back to
excellent third down, receiver. Yeah. Houston could, I guess. I mean, they could, but I mean, do you go back to your ex-girlfriend though? When you realize, there's a reason we broke up in the first place.
He might go with them now because they got a good ass defense, and on top of that, they did get some offensive line help over the offseason as well, and help get that protection.
You know what?
I'm speaking from the perspective of Houston, not the receiver. He is a year older as we are speaking. You're starting to see the girlfriend as she gets older too.
So I think the place that would be interesting for him, I don't think they do it, but imagine him as your third option in Dallas.
I'm sorry. The bull went silent. I was reading that can't be.
No, you're good. So imagine Diggs as your third option in Dallas. You got CD, you got Pickens, and then you have your slot guy as Diggs, just destroying linebackers and nickel corners. Like that would be, he'd be a 1,000-yard slot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any place he's a third guy with that kind of offense, obviously he'd be tremendous. I could see him going to any place we talk. I see him go back to Buffalo, quite frankly. I could see that too.
Yeah, he'd go back to Buffalo. Yeah.
And
he might come back there, but they could use him there. But I mean, what did Buffalo do besides DJ Moore? Who else did they get?
Nobody.
A lot.
No, they
nobody. They got Keith Sweat. Nobody.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, they still got what's his name? Deion
Coleman.
Yeah. Deion Coleman.
Deion Coleman. Yeah.
And actually, who's the little Shakir?
Oh yeah, Shakir. They still got Shakir.
He had a really good year last year, but he's not a number one guy, right? You need a number one guy.
So,
that's really what you need in Dallas is another head case. I mean, everybody else might be for that whole situation, but that's all you need is another head case in Dallas.
And the thing is he's not going to command top dollar. Otherwise, he'd already be signed somewhere.
Yeah.
He's $2 to $3 million tops.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so most teams could afford that.
Yep. I could see him going to Vegas too. See him going to Vegas as well.
That would actually be
there's a plethora of teams he could go to.
Now, it would be a good fit on paper. I think he would be a problem in Vegas.
Well, in Vegas, yes, most definitely. Yeah.
I
mean, but there is an adage there that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So, I mean,
well, that's what it's going to basically do. It's going to stay in Vegas.
History says it doesn't happen, though, James.
That is not entirely true. Sometimes you need a shot or a child support.
I'll tell you that's not true either.
Well, I mean, if the child is his with Cardi B, that's gonna be another child on his record if that's actually his. But anyway,
another team, one more, San Francisco. They could use him too.
Yes,
I don't know if they want that in San Francisco.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be better than what they have there. I mean, Ayuk is still somebody that's still on their books that they haven't gotten rid of yet. They haven't traded. Yep, and then maybe the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles probably would be a good organization to go to.
Eagles would be
kind of
interesting.
Stuff. Yeah, that would be
like if they picked him up, you're guaranteeing that AJ Brown is gone.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Anyway. Yeah. Did we just name every team in the NFL that he could go to?
Basically, except for the Lions.
Yes.
I mean,
and the Saints. No, thank you.
We said most of the good teams.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't send him to. We didn't send him to like Arizona or the Jets.
Somebody to the Jets.
Well, somebody will pay him though. Wherever they'll pay him, he'll probably go. The Jets would be a good idea too.
Pittsburgh.
Good call. That might be the spot.
Oh man, him and DK.
Oh my God.
And Aaron Rodgers.
He's coming back. Drama going on in that.
The dysfunction would be unreal.
Nice.
I love it. I'll be there just for the drama. For the drama.
The Browns could actually use them though. Like
Green Bay could use them too.
Yeah.
Since they decided to trade all their receivers. Also, one more law note here. Charges dropped against Snead from shooting incident from Titans, Darius Snead.
Miami.
It's like they got nothing else better to do in the offseason but get themselves in trouble sometimes, and it's ridiculous.
Welcome to Miami.
I mean, that is the issue. A lot of these guys are so used to the structure of the regular season that the offseason gets them in trouble because they're kind of free to do whatever they want. It's why you see so many people come out of the military and have a real tough time, or jail. Same idea. Is everything is structured and set for them. And then they come out and they're like, I don't know, with my time. So I'm going to do everything dumb that's ever popped in my head.
You know what? I had a very structured life for 45 years, working every goddamn day. And I retired, and I haven't been in trouble yet. So not yet.
You are doing every dumb thing that pops in your head.
Right.
So much trouble on the golf course. So
trouble's a veritable with you, Keith.
I leave my guns at home, and
see, that's the key. You're not jumping on Instagram Live waving guns around.
I'm not right. I mean, this isn't that hard. When your life isn't structured, just watch some TV, go play some golf, do something other than go out in public and wave your guns around.
Yeah.
This isn't hard.
Yeah.
So I'm not
hold me sideways, baby.
I'm not going to give them the out of their life isn't structured. I get it, Bo, but they're just stupid.
Well, yes,
sugarcoat it.
But you have a few years of experience ahead of these guys.
I did. You know what? When I was 27, I wasn't going to a nightclub like plexiglass and shooting myself in the leg either. I mean, Jesus.
I mean, yeah, I never took firearms to the clubs, but I was in a lot of them. I even did promoting for him.
I had a guy who worked for me.
I did a lot of dumb stuff.
At that time when plexiglass did that, I had a guy who worked for me who was a big Giants fan. He goes, and New York State threw the book at him. He was in prison up here in upstate for 2 years. And he said, you got to tell me that if that was Tom Brady, the same thing would happen. And I'm like, first of all, Tom Brady wouldn't be in a nightclub at 3 a.m. with a loaded freaking revolver in his pajama pants. So please stop. It's just stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, there's some bonehead things. No, there's some bonehead things out there that people do. But again, these guys play professional football for a living.
Yeah.
Very violent sport. So thus you got to question some of the decision making that they do. That may slightly be attributed to some of the sport that they play.
Go do MMA during the off season or something to channel your anger, because you're a danger to the public. I'm sorry, with your stupidity.
Fair enough.
Well, some
I get
people like what's his face of the Giants that shot himself at the club with his,
That's what he was just talking about. He kept saying plexiglass, but
plexiglass burst.
Plexiglass burst.
It wasn't plexiglass, that's for sure.
You know what I've found as I get older, that the idiom that youth is wasted on the young is a very true thing. So
sure.
And again, I did stupid things, yes, but I didn't do stupid things like this.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I never shot myself, but I did some pretty dumb stuff.
Yeah, we did.
The good thing is there was video back then.
Yeah, exactly. Cell phones, right?
You know what? Idiom goes with this whole situation. I think we've all done some really crazy crap in our youth.
Yeah.
Oh, sir, I got some doozies.
You and me both, bro.
Don't save them for off the air, James. Don't save them for off the air.
The good thing about that is we're old enough that those stories get to live in infamy with your friends as opposed to online.
Actually, the stories are better like 40 years later. So
yeah, our stupidity was not filmed, thank God.
Yep.
Because we would be really bad. Half the stuff I think we all did when we were young. Anyway, prayers out to LT. He's out of the hospital after a stomach-related illness. It's good to see him out of there. So yeah, prayers out to him. Anybody else got anything to add to the show? Any WNBA news, Bo?
Yeah,
Real quick.
Friday, league kicks off, and
busy. She's studying.
So yeah, no, it's about to get rolling here, which I'm excited about. Probably one of the more interesting things is the Valkyries are the first WNBA team with a valuation of $1 billion.
Cool. All right. We're getting somewhere now. Getting somewhere. $1 billion.
Absolutely.
And
I guess they also get to be in the news for the same reason of they traded the Storm, Flage, for their second rounder and a second rounder next year. And the person they traded for, they waived. So they basically gave away Flage Johnson for nothing. So
wow,
awesome.
And your ex-superstar Sue Bird will be part of the broadcasting team on the WNBA this year, right?
Yeah.
Did I see that right? Yeah. Yep. Like Sue Bird.
And next year, the Detroit Shock will be back. I better keep
next year. Too. I'll be assistant manager. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Love that line. Anyway. All right. Well, that's going to do it for our show today. Thank you for joining us, everybody in the comment section. Again, Keith, BA, Bo, James. We're here next Wednesday to do the same stuff. Hopefully more unprofessionally than we did today, but we'll try harder next week to be more.
Oh, we got off to a flying start today, though. So
yes, we did.
The air, though. Yes.
No. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to go there. But
hey, please. We got
go there.
2 minutes left.
Go there.
No, I can't. I don't want to repeat what Bo said about James. That was uncalled for.
No, that part was live. That's true.
That was live. That was.
Oh, it's cool.
And for Joe, they do get a WNBA team next year as well, because the Connecticut Sun are moving. So Houston is getting their team back.
Thank you for not bringing up any.
That's the Jack guy.
That's the Jack guy. Jack and Frank. Yeah, they do that. That's their thing.
Well, it's because we talked about it this morning.
Okay, cool.
Well, see, there you go. It's covered. See,
yeah. Well, he was there. That's why you brought it up.
Stuff is covered.
Bo knows boxing.
Bo covers it. Bo knows boxing. Well, I think he does. Yeah.
But
hey,
at least I hope so. Yes.
On that note,
there you go.
Like I'm always going to say, we will see you next Wednesday. Catch Keith Ingle next on his show. Peace, everybody.